Good afternoon, folks, from Yoyogi National Stadium, Gymnasium number 2 in Tokyo. This is day 1 of the WUBS, the World University Basketball Series, and this is game 4. Korea University versus the University of the Philippines. Hello, folks. My name is Zach Ikema, and I'll be handling the play-by-play duties for this game. So we're going to take a look at the 2024 results. This is from last year. De La Salle obviously played today in game 1. They were the champions in last year's tournament, and Korea University, who's playing right now, was the second place team in last year's tournament. We take a look at the past champions. In 2023, it was National Chengchi University, the NCCU from Taiwan. And in 2022, the very first WUBS that was held here, it was the Philippines team, Ateneo de Manila University, who were the champions. So we're going to take a look at the mission of what the WUBS stands for, this platform. It's a International Basketball Championship for individual university teams established in 2022. So this is the 4th annual to elevate the level of university basketball in Asia. It aims to create a stage where passionate and ambitious young talents who represent the world can shine. And that's exactly what's going on here in the mecca of amateur basketball, Yoyogi number 2, the Deuce. These are the 8 teams that are competing in this year's tournament. Of course, the defending champions, De La Salle, the University of Sydney, who just won nail-biter. Or pardon me, it was actually nail-biter won by NSSU from Nittei from Japan, but then Korea University, that's playing right now, NSSU, also NCCU from Taiwan, the JUBF, the Japan University Select Team, the University of Philippines, the Fighting Maroons, who are going to be playing right now, as well as HKU, Hong Kong University. We look at the tournament bracket. So, day 1, today, De La Salle defeated NCCU from Taiwan. And then after that, it was a blowout win by JUBF, the select team from Japan, the all-star team, defeating Hong Kong University, HKU. And then just right now, what a nail-biter it was. NSSU from Japan, Nittei defeated the University of Sydney. And here we are, the final game of the day, game 4, University of the Philippines versus Korea University. Let's take a look at the UP Fighting Maroons. As you can see, this is actually their first time here in Japan, but make no mistake, they are a powerhouse. They're the reigning UAAP champions. They won the UAAP season 87, defeated De La Salle, another powerhouse, last year in December. They also won the preseason cup last month, so they have been the reigning champions in the Philippines college basketball. They are based out of Quezon City in the Philippines, the capital city of the Philippines. Here's the roster, the 12-man, number 2, Raylan Torres, number 8, Jacob Baila, number 9, Francis Nyoruka, the backup point guard, number 10, Terrence Fortea, number 13, Bart Belmonte, number 16, Ray Remogat, the starting point guard, number 19, the captain, Jerry Abajano, number 20, John Felisilda, number 30, Miguel Iniguez, number 33, the American Filipino, Sean Alter, number 55, Gani Stevens, and number 77, the wing, Chico Briones. Here's the player to look out for, obviously, is number 19, Jerry Abajano. He, I think, just left the court. In fact, went into the locker room, but he's the captain of the team. He's the heartbeat of this team, the heart and soul, and he is the reigning MVP from the preseason cup. And let's take a look at Korea University. They were the runners-up in last year's tournament. This is their 3rd consecutive appearance, and they finished second. As I said, they lost to De La Salle in the final. And they are also a powerhouse team right out of Korea. They have won the past 3 U-League KUSF titles, so they are top dogs in the Korean college basketball scene. and currently tied for first in this year's U League as well. So let's take a look at their lineup. Number 0, Gun-hee Lee. Number 1, Min-soo Yu. Number 2, Ju-yeon Shim. Number 6, Jun-hwan Park. Number 7, Ju-hee Sok. Number 9, Son-in Bang. Number 10, Ki-chan Yoon. Number 11, Dong-jun Lee. Number 14, Do-yoon Lee. Number 15, Jung-hyun Daniel Kim. Number 23, Jung Young Yang, and number 24, Yoo Hyun Moon. Number 24, man, did he really put a show for us last year. But the person really to look out for is number 11, this man right here, Dong-jun Lee. He's 198 centimeter, the 6'6" forward. He'll be playing power forward today. He can shoot from inside and outside. And also in last year, one of the games in the WUBS, he scored 30 points and grabs 15 rebounds. So he is a monster. He's a double-double monster for Korea University. As we get ready for Game 4 of Day 1 in the WUBS, the 4th annual Yoyogi number 2 Gymnasium. Just down the street from Shibuya. Maybe the closest station is Harajuku Station. Harajuku, of course, known as the epicenter of kawaii culture. We're only 15 minutes away, and this is not kawaii culture right here. This is some serious talent, young talent basketball here. Korea University headed by Hee Jung-ju. A lot of scouts, a lot of agents here as well on hand to check out the action, along with the fans, of course. We are nearing tip-off, roughly 2.5 minutes away. Here is the head coach of the UP Fighting Maroons. It's Goldie Monteverde. So, and obviously, UP and DLSU have a huge rivalry going right now, and who knows, maybe they will face each other in the WUBS final in 2 days. The semifinals scheduled for tomorrow, so the winner of this game moves on to the semifinals, which will take place tomorrow. Here are the referees. The crew chief is Takeshi Hiraide, and the 2 umpires, Ichikawa and Ozawa. Taking a look at the very tall UP Fighting Maroons team, average height of 193 centimeters, so that's about 6'4". But not to be outdone is actually Korea University. Their average height is also 193 centimeters, so they're very tall and long. By the way, the WUBS average for the 8 teams that are competing in this year's tournament is 190 centimeters. So obviously these guys, maybe by an inch, maybe by 2 or 3 centimeters, but they still tower over the other opponents, but not today.
World University Basketball Series 2025, Game 4, introducing the starting lineup.
Now the announcement of the starting lineups.
First, the starting lineups for the University of the Philippines.
First, from the UP Fighting Maroons is number 2, Raylan Torres, the wing player. And number 13, Mark Belmonte. Number 16, the starting point guard, Ray Remogat. Number 19, we didn't see him earlier, but this is the guy to look out for, Jerry Abajano, the captain, and also number 55, the man in the middle of the center, Gani Stevens. So a very deep UP Fighting Maroons team. Meanwhile, Korea University, also a very tall and deep team. Number 1, Min-soo Yu. Number 10, Ki-chan Yoon. Number 11, Dong-jun Lee. Number 23, Jung Young Yang. And also number 24, Yoo Hyun Moon. So Yoo Hyun Moon also scored 30 points in the WUBS final versus DLSU last year. So number 24 and 11 expected to handle a lot of the scoring for Korea. Meanwhile, Jerry Abajano and one guy coming off the bench, number 18, Harold Alarcon, is probably expected to handle a lot of the scoring for UP. The Korea University team, their 3rd consecutive WUBS appearance. You could see the size difference right there. Probably handling the tip-off is going to be Gani Stevens, 55, who is a very big man. Not necessarily just tall, but a very thick, big man, 203 centimeters, versus number 1, Min Soo Yu, 200 centimeter, a long and lanky forward. So, UP touched the tip-off, but it's Korea ball. Moon carries. The dribble handoff from deep. Min Soo Yu, the 3 is short. Gets the second chance opportunity, and a foul is called. I think the foul is on number 2, Raylan Torres. So an early foul here. 23, Young, coming off the inbounds pass, but that doesn't go in. Rebound by the Fighting Maroons. They're scuffling for it. Pass ahead. The three-point attempt by Abajano is no good. And Korea gets the ball back. Min Soo Yu. Min Soo Yu attacking the closeout. It's no good. Belmonte with the rebound. And here's a nice pass. The 3 is no good. And the rebound corralled by Yang. Korea in the half-court set. Here's Moon. Defending is Abajano. Yang drives the pass to Dongjun Lee to open up the scoring. So Korea takes the lead. Here's Ray Ramogat. Gandhi Stevens, the pass inside. Very physical early on here. And here is another drive by Min Soo Yu, and he draws the foul. So Jerry Abajano is called for the foul. As you can see, Min Soo Yu with the downhill drive there. Min Soo Yu actually played on the Korea college national team against Japan in May. And he misses the first free throw. Here's the head coach, Jung Joo Hee. So very tall Korea team. Makes the free throw, and it's 3-0. So it's Ramogat carrying the ball, but getting full court pressure, getting double teamed. Oh, and Korea takes the ball away, but UP gets it back. The Fighting Maroons. Here's Mark Belmonte. Belmonte driving. Belmonte, the finger roll is no good. And last touch by UP, it's Korea ball. Korea with the 3-0 lead. So Moon bringing the ball up. Moon to the wing. And then the handoff. Here's Moon again. Ki Chan Yoon inside to Min Soo Yu. But the ball is loose and it's UP ball. Jerry Abajano loses the handle and Min Soo Yu gets the ball back. So here's Moon, Yoo-yeon Moon. Using the screen, Moon, the shovel pass back. The three-point attempt, it's good. Jung-jun Lee. So it's 6-0 Korea. Dongjun Lee. He scored, like I said, 30 points in the first game of the WUBS last year. Here's a drive. The layup is no good. So UP still held scoreless. Yoo-yeon Moon takes the shot inside, a give and go, and a foul is called. UP already with 2 team fouls. So Abbagiano is already called for a second personal, and he sits. The backup, Terrence Fortea, checks in. Korea faking, Min Soo-yu, drive, the turnaround, it's good. So it's 8-0 Korea. A hot start early. Here's Fortea. Mark Belmonte backs in, getting swarmed. And Korea takes it away. Ki Chan-yoon with the steal. Moon slows it down. The half-court set. Using a screen from Yoon. Over to Yoon. Pardon me, Dongjoon Lee. Dongjoon Lee with the three-pointer. So Dongjoon Lee's second three of the game. That's 8 points already for him. And a timeout is called by UP by Coach Goldie Monteverde. So UP struggling with ball security thus far. Korea University. Take a look at some of the highlights already from number 11, Dongjoon Lee. Here he is on the inside with the layup. And then later, off the turnover. This is Moon. Moon shovels it back to Lee, who nails the three. And the play that we just saw right now coming off the screen. So Dongjoon Lee with a quick 8 points so far. After the timeout. We'll see if UP can get back on track. Meanwhile, Korea trying to pad their lead here. Trying to add to this 11-point lead there. What a hot start they've been on here. So UP trying to regroup. Here's Ramogat. Loses the handle, but gets it back inside to Gani Stevens. Gani Stevens, strong move and draws the foul. So this could be UP's first opportunity to get a score. Junyoung Yang for Korea is called for the personal foul. Gani Stevens misses the first free throw. Gani Stevens, a 61% free throw shooter in the preseason. So finally, UP gets on the board. A tough hill to climb back from, a tough hole. Here's Yang to Moon. Moon trying to use the screen from Yu. Kick out, another three-pointer by Dongjoon Lee. So 11 points already, his third three. And a quick drive by UP didn't work. And Moon now with the three-pointer. Korea University on fire. This was Moon with the three, so 17-1 already. UP. Oh, and stolen. This is Yoo-yeon Moon, and he is fouled. So Korea, now obviously on their mind is redemption from last year's tournament, where they lost to DLSU in the final. Francis Nyoruka, the center, checks in for UP. And Janjan Felisilda, as well as Jacob Bila, checks in. So Goldie Monteverde trying to calm down their troops. Here's Moon with the free throw. Bounces off the back iron, but goes in. The Korean contingent here gathered at Yoyogi. And a swish on the second free throw. So a huge, huge lead right off the bat for Korea. Here's UP trying to get back in it. Francis Nyoruka pass inside, stolen by Yang. Yang brings it back. Yang slows it down. Handoff, trying to use a screen. Trying to use a Dongjun Lee screen. And some nifty ball handling by Moon, but that does not go in. So Nyoruka with the rebound. And coming back for UP with the three-pointer is Terrence Fortea, the 24-year-old. Korea with a 15-point lead. Dongjun Lee, some good ball movement to Min Soo-yu, does not go in. Oh, and a foul here in the backcourt. John Young Yang with the foul, reached in. His second foul. So a little bit of early foul trouble for Yang and also Jerry Abajano of UP. Francis Nyoruka drives, and the whistle is blown. Yeah, you can tell he's tangled up by Min Soo-yu. So this is Korea's third team foul. Min Soo-yu with his first. It's a shooting foul, and Nyoruka at the line misses the free throw. Nyoruka shot 59% from the line in the preseason. The Philippines, UP trying to overcome this early huge deficit. Nyoruka makes the second free throw and they're down 14. So here's Moon bringing the ball up. Moon surveys the court to Dongjun Lee. Dongjun Lee kicking it out. Ki Chan-yun to Min Soo-yu from the corner. That's short. Gani Stevens gets the rebound. Terrence Fortea kicking it ahead. And the three-point attempt is no good. Korea gets the rebound. Moon to Yun, back to Moon. Trying to get the ball inside. Oh, and trying to back in, but oh, it was last touch by UP. So it's Korea ball. Korea leads by 14 in the early going. Moon in the crowd there, loses the ball. Baila over to Alarcon. It was Jacob Baila with the bucket. So the Philippines with 7 points now. And you could tell a defense call from the crowd, from the stands. Here's Young. Oh, it's deflected, it's stolen. And a kick ahead pass to Nyoruka with the slam. So the University of Philippines trying to cut into this huge hole that they are in. Making it a 10-point game. Timeout called by Korea. So we'll take a look at this. A steal. No look pass, Francis Nyoruka. So UP needs to get these stops to get back on a roll. The University of the Philippines Fighting Maroons fighting a very tough hole here, and here's Korea University. trying to finally become the king of the hill at the WUBS. Last year they finished runners-up. But it's been a lot of three-point shooting from Korea University thus far. Obviously, Dongjun Lee, who is expected to score, has been lights out. And Francis Nyoruka has given UP a little bit of energy. Back to action here. Moon. Korea, here's Moon with the ball again. Yang. A lot of ball movement. This is Dongjun Lee. Oh, he throws it away. So out of bounds. So a little more resistance from the UP defense. So UP trying to make it a single-digit deficit here. Nyoruka driving, kicks it out. The catch and the attack. Oh, and gives it up again. UP already with 6 turnovers. Korea with their smothering defense. Dongjun Lee attacks, kicks it out. Moon thinks about it. Back to Lee. The kick out. Moon with the three-point attempt, and it's good. So the threes keep coming for Korea University. They are now 5 of 6 from beyond the arc. And a nice bounce pass to Nyoruka. UP comes back with 2 points. So Francis Nyoruka with 3 points. Korea University. Min Soo-yu. Hand off to Moon. Yoo-yeon Moon getting trapped. And the ball is out of bounds, but it's last touched by UP, and Nyoruka is down. I think he's holding his shoulder. So already compounding to the fact that they are down double digits, but one of their key players, Nyoruka, is down. Take a look at what happened there. I don't know if it was from, no, actually it might be either his rib or stomach area. He took a shot from Moon on the drive, and he is still down. So referees taking a little time here to let the trainer tend to Francis Nyoruka. Goldie Monteverde, the head coach for UP, trying to draw something up to get the guys out of this hole. And as Nyoruka is helped up, an applause from the crowd. It's been tough on many levels for UP thus far. So UP is going to go with the subs here coming in. Miguel Iniguez here, Sean Alter, number 33, coming in at center. And Miguel Iniguez also checks in. So 1:17 left in the first quarter. Here's Dongjun Lee faking a couple times. The three is short. The rebound corralled by UP. On a drive, coast to coast, it's blocked by Dongjun Lee. So he can do it on both ends. Asking for the ball, but a three-point attempt by Ki Chan-yoon, and that's no good. And a foul after the rebound.
So
Ki Chan-yoon gets called for the personal foul on the rebound. So one man down for UP. They also have to climb out of this hole. Felisilda, the drive, the ball is stripped. So again, ball security issues for UP. Moon. Min Soo-yu attacking on the catch, the drive, and he's fouled. Jacob Bila is called for the foul. So this is UP's 5th team foul. Korea so far 3 for 4 from the line. As Min Soo-yu goes to the line. So he has 3 points on the night. Down to the final minute, under a minute left in the first quarter. Min Soo-yu misses the first free throw. And makes the second. So Korea with a 12-point lead now. Oh, and John Felisilda's pass almost picked off. Sean Alter going downhill. The layup gets his own rebound, and it is good. So Sean Alter, who came in for Francis Nyoruka and the University of Philippines with another 10-point deficit. Here's Dunjun Lee. Dunjun Lee trying to take it in himself. Here's Min Soo-yu. Gathers it. Oh, and loses the handle. So, first quarter, a high-scoring quarter for Korea University, but unexpected for UP. Korea with a 10-point lead after the first quarter. So Korea University dominates from beyond the arc in the first quarter. They were 5 of 7 from 3-point. With a huge lead, a 23-13 lead. But it's been none other than this man, Dunjun Lee. 11 points. Also did it on the defensive side. But it's been really a Dunjun Lee show thus far. Blocked here. The 198-centimeter Dunjun Lee. The third-year junior for Korea University. He's 3 for 4 from three-point land. So he's obviously the leading scorer, but also not to be outdone is number 24, Yoo Yeon-moon, the starting point guard, has 8 points. Korea University thus far has gone with their starters throughout the first quarter. Meanwhile, UP has substituted and used 10 players so far. So here's the start of the second quarter. UP Fighting Maroons trying to flip the script. Here's Sean Alter. Fortea with the deep three. It's no good. Swatting going on, and it's Korea ball. So Moon slows it down. Trying to use the screen from Min Soo-yu. The kick out to the corner. The corner three is no good. UP with the rebound. And he's getting smothered as he escapes. The kick ahead pass. And Terrence Fortea with the spin around lay-in. So UP cutting into the Korea lead. Now it's 23-15. You could hear the defense call from the UP faithful. Here's Min Soo-yu attacking the closeout. A beautiful layup. So Korea with another 10-point lead. Here's Sean Alter. Alter from the wing. Fortea. Back inside to Alter against Min Soo-yu. It's a crowd down there, but Alter draws the foul. So Coach Monteverde trying to come up with different combinations to try and combat Korea University's length in shooting. Not to mention also UP. Here's Do-Yoon Lee checking in for Korea. So finally a substitution. UP with 7 turnovers thus far. Oh, and it looks like Francis Nyaruka is checking back in and he is good to go. So just moments ago, he was clutching his abdominal area after he collided with Yoo-yeon Moon, 24 of Korea. He had to be checked out, but he's back in the game. UP going with a bigger lineup. So Sean Alter and Nyaruka, both big men in the game at the same time. Alter makes the free throws, 25-17. And here's Korea, back to work. Dong-jun Lee, over to Moon. Moon, stutter stepping, Moon. Oh, and they're gonna call an offensive foul. So before the step back, so there was an offensive foul by number 14, Do-Yoon Lee. Juwon Shim, the guard, checks in. He's a 190-centimeter second-year player, the sophomore. So John Felisilda brings the ball up. Nyaruka trying to set a screen. Alter, the dribble, handoff. Baila takes it in. No good. Nyaruka dives for it. And last touch by Korea. So on the inbounds, Felisilda. Back to Fortea, the catch and shoot. Fortea, that is his forte, but did not get the 3 to go, and a foul is called. The foul is on Francis Nyaruka. See him collide with Dong-jun Lee. And Ray Ramogat checks in, the starting point guard, as well as the starting center, Gani Stevens. And Min Soo-yu, after a short break, comes in. And Dong-jun Lee takes the break, takes a seat. So Korea with what was a double-digit lead early on when they had still UP scoreless, but now it's 25-17. The game getting a little bit closer. Here's Ki Chan-yoon, the drive, declined. Nyaruka brings the ball up. Oh, and a nice alley-oop pass, but he couldn't finish the pass from Ramogat. And Korea brings it back up. Here's Min Soo-yu with the layup. So change of pace. And Korea, a 10-point lead again. Here's the drive. Switching hands. Nifty move, but the ball turned over again. So Korea. Yoo-yeon Moon. Defended tightly. To Ki Chan-yoon, the three-pointer from the corner. So another three-pointer for Korea University. A 13-point lead. Meanwhile, UP with their own three. That's Terrence Fortea. So Terrence Fortea with 8 points. So threes starting to hit for UP as well. But for Korea, it's been non-stop. Korea driving, Moon, blocked by Nyaruka, but the cleanup, Do-Yoon Lee can't get it done. Nyaruka with the rebound. And here's Fortea. Terrence Fortea. The three is short. Moon with the rebound. So a couple empty possessions here. Korea up 30-20. 6-minute mark in the second quarter. Yoon Moon. Bounce pass from the corner is another three-point attempt. This one's no good. Loose ball. Nyoruka gets the ball. Gani. Stevens kicks it ahead. And the lay-in by Terrence Fortea is no good. Going after the loose ball was Jacob Baila, but then it's Moon. Moon bringing it up, trying to slow it down. Yoon Moon trying to change of pace, but gives it up. And Nyoruka gets the pass and the slam. Francis Nyoruka showing athleticism. So Francis Nyoruka, he was out with, I think, sore ribs earlier, but he's back and energizing UP. Korea using the screen. The nice pick and roll play, and Doyun Lee on the dive is fouled. Gani Stevens is called for the foul. This is his first foul and UP's second team foul. Coming in for Korea is Jun-hee Sok. Jun-hee Sok, the tall 191 centimeter second-year guard. And Yang checks back in. So Korea up 8 points with free throw misses by Doyun Lee. Doyun Lee, the backup center. Played in last year's WUBS as well, started in 2 games. He's trying to fill the shoes, I guess, of Jun Young, who graduated from Korea University. He was the big man last year, the senior. Here's Janjan Philisilda. Pardon me, Remogat. And the drive, oh no, gives the ball up again. So some of these attacks are not working for UP. The layup going the other way on the fast break for Korea. Number 2, Juwon Shim. So another 10-point lead for Korea. Calling for a screen, the Gani Stevens screen. Almost gives the ball up. The 3-point attempt, too strong. Gani Stevens with the second chance, and that's no good. Another chance, and it is good, and he gets the harm. So it's Terrence Fortea diving in. The 183 centimeter. I mean, when you consider all the big guys out there, it's the 183 centimeter guard putting his body on the line, getting the second chance opportunity, the bucket, and the foul. So Terrence Fortea with 10 points so far. Jun Young Yang was called for the foul. It was Korea's third team foul. So Junhun Park checks in for Korea. And also Junghun Daniel Kim checks in. So finally, Coach Jungju Hee giving these bench players some playing time, but trying to mixing up the lineup. Fortea's free throw is good. And so UP down 7 now, 7-point game here. Chico Briones checks in for UP. Korea trying to extend their lead. Using the screen. Korea sprays it. A lot of contact there. Moves the ball around the corner. The corner 3 is good. So Junhwan Park comes in and makes the statement 3. Oh, and an errant pass. So an unfortunate turnover for UP. UP who have 8 turnovers already on the night. So Sok bringing the ball up. Park from the handoff. Park, nice bounce pass, but it's intercepted by UP. On the break, here's Francis Nyaruka, falls down, and a foul call before that. The foul is called on number 15, Junghyun Daniel Kim. So Francis Nyaruka was losing the handle, so maybe dodged a bullet there. Korea up 9. 3:38 left in the second quarter. The inbounds for Briones. Donnie Stevens hands it off. The attack. Oh, and he is stuffed again. So, and goes over the line. It's out of bounds. It's Korea ball. So UP really having a hard time scoring in the paint. Korea, the handoff, Sok from the wing, side pick and roll, no, sprays it, good ball movement, the three-pointer is good. Junghyun Daniel Kim. So Korea with another three-pointer, they have been lights out from beyond the arc. They're 6-3 of the game. Here's Francis Nyaruka, backing in. The shot is no good, but cleaned up by Donnie Stevens. So the Philippines, UP trying to hang in there. The three-pointer from the corner, this one's too strong, in and out. UP on the break. The deep three is good. Ray Ramogat with the big three-pointer. So after, I guess what for the UP Fighting Maroons was a bit of a disastrous first quarter, they're hanging in there. UP actually up 3 points in the second quarter. Here's Park to the corner, moving the ball around is Korea, and a traveling call. So it's a travel call on Junghyun Daniel Kim. Mark Belmonte is checking in for UP. And here is a timeout called by UP. So in the first quarter, it was all Korea. In fact, at one point, UP was shut out for a long stretch. But the quarter ended with a 23-13 Korea lead. We're going to take a look at some more three-point shooting from Korea. Here's Junghyun Park knocking down the three ball. And then this is Junghyun Daniel Kim. So it just seems like for these guys, they're just shooting in great rhythm today. Stopping UP in the paint. Getting these turnovers, going on the run, and nailing these transition threes. UP finally was able to start making stops on their end and trying to mount a comeback. So far this quarter, UP is up 3, so they've cut into that lead a tad, but it's still a 7-point game. Of course, very early. Korea, of all the WUBS teams, the 8 teams competing in this tournament, are the, on average, tallest team, tied with UP at 193 centimeters. Donnie Stevens to Briones, back to Briones, Chico Briones, the turnaround. Shot clock under 5. And a bucket somehow under duress. Raylan Torres gets the bucket. So his first 2 points, and UP mounting a comeback. It's a 5-point game. And you can hear the crowd roaring defense. A big UP contingency in the stands, and Korea. It's a foul called on UP. Chico Briones is called for the foul. So Korea University calls timeout. So really from the beginning of the game, this has really been as tight as it's been, with Korea coming out guns a-blazing. And now it's a 5-point game with 1:17 left in the first half. Really, if you look at, I'm sure we're going to look at stats after the half or at the half, but it's been Korea's 3-point shooting. Korea 7 of 11, shooting a 64% clip from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, UP is 3 of 8, so that's still 38%. That's nothing to sneeze at. But it's really been the turnovers. UP with 10 turnovers, which is uncharacteristic. They're a deep team with good ball security. The Korea also has 8 turnovers so far. So the tide has changed, has turned in this second quarter, as UP leads the quarter 17-14. 19-14, pardon me. So as play resumes, Moon with the quick 3 is drawn up, I think, the way Coach Hee wanted it, but Moon wasn't able to knock it down. But then there's a foul call. So foul is called on Korea on number 1, Min Soo-yu. And it was a loose ball foul. Korea over the limit, so Gani Stevens gets his shot at the line. He knocks it down. So it's a 4-point game. I guess you never know. Not one point it looked like Korea. Of course it was so early, but still was just on such a roll. And for the longest time held a double-digit lead. But UP just kept chipping away. And finally it's a 3-point game. Second quarter, over a minute left. Here's Park. Directing traffic to the wing. Back to Park. Swings it. Moon, baseline drive. Tries to swing it, but it's turned over. And it is UP on the fast break. Loose ball. Korea gets it. Moon on the break. Dunjun Lee is denied, and it's UP ball. Oh, and almost an errant pass, but Gani Stevens gets it out. So here's Raylan Torres. Trying to slow it down. Raylan Torres taking his time. Shot clock and game clock differential is roughly 15 seconds. Gani Stevens, perfect timing, but he couldn't finish and gets the ball back. That's Chico Briones. Can't knock it down. So Korea gets the ball back for the final 10 seconds. Oh, and UP. This is Terrence Fortea who fouls Ray Remogat. So this is his second personal foul as he sits. Jacob Baila comes in. And Janjan Felisilda also checks in. Meanwhile, for Korea, this is Ju Yeon Yang, the rookie point guard, coming in. Handling the inbounds is Yang. Korea with perhaps one last opportunity to add to their lead, but it's now just a 3-point lead. He can't find someone to pass it to, and he's turned it over, but it's last touched by UP. So 5.6 seconds left for Korea. They're going to do it over. Both teams with 4 team fouls. They're over the limit. Or at the limit, pardon me. Min Soo-yu. Min Soo-yu backing in. Time running out. Min Soo-yu lays it in. So with 0.3 seconds left, Min Soo-yu gets a clutch layup. So Korea with a 5-point lead. Oh, and he does get the foul. So Donnie Stevens gets called for the foul. You could see the contact there. Obviously trying to play physical defense, but Stevens. Sean Alter checks in his place. So an opportunity to make it a 6-point game for Korea. Min Soo-yu makes the free throw as we run out of time. So what was a 10-point lead for Korea has now become a 6-point lead. However, Korea a 40-34 score as we enter halftime. So it's day 1 of the WUBS at Yoyogi. And this is game 4, Korea University versus the University of Philippines. Korea is up 6 at the half. Let's check out the first half highlights. Here's UP, the reigning UAAP Season 87 champions, and Korea, who are the runners-up in last year's WUBS. But Korea jumps out to an early lead. This is Donjun Lee with a 3-pointer. And then later, Min Soo-yu driving, turnaround. At that point, it was a 10-0 lead. And here's Donjun Lee again from the top of the key. And then this is Moon passing it back to Lee again. And Lee with another top of the key 3. He had 3 threes in the first half. Here's Moon with a 3. So UP in a big hole early. Now they strike back with their own 3, but at one point, as you saw in the background there, Korea had a 19-1 lead. That was Terrence Cortea for UP. And UP tries to get momentum back, and they really struggled in this early going, but they chipped away. Jacob Vila with the layup. And Yoruka off the Fortea steal. Look at the no-look and Yoruka's slam. But still, Korea, they're shooting, not just outside, but inside. Especially UP had to close out on those 3-pointers, so they started attacking inside, and that started to work. So Min Soo-yu was 4 for 5 in the paint, 11 points. And then the bench players as well. That's Junghyun Daniel Kim knocking down the 3. But UP not giving up. In fact, after Korea took an 19-1 run to start the game, it's actually been UP 33-21 against Korea. That was Min Soo-yu with a layup, but as you can see, the tail of the tape, I mean the 3-pointers, look at Korea University, 7 of 12, 58%. And they're also shooting 58% from inside the paint. That's been a problem spot for UP. They tried to get in the paint. In fact, they have 25 attempts, but have only made 9 of them, so 36%. The turnovers, there was a big discrepancy after the first quarter. That settled down. 10 turnovers for the Fighting Maroons, 9 for Korea. But right now, for UP, the theme has been they can't get in the paint, and as a result, they can't kick the ball out. And so they're only right now settling for, I guess, difficult shots in the paint, and they only have 8 3-point attempts. But UP somehow needs to shore up their perimeter defense, as Korea, like I said, 58% from beyond the arc. You look at the leading scores for Korea University, Min Soo-yu doing it all inside, 11 points. Donjun Lee with 11. the starting point guard Yoon Hyun Moon also with 8 points, and Yoon and Daniel Kim chipping in with 3 points apiece. Meanwhile, for the Philippines, University of the Philippines, Fortea coming off the bench, 11 points. Francis Nyoruka also coming off the bench, 7 points. So that's kind of been also an issue for the Fighting Maroons, that their starters, Gani Stevens, only 5 points. He's the leading scorer among the starters. So for UP, I think that area needs to change. Perhaps also Jerry Abajano, the captain of the team, getting into foul trouble and only having 3 points, rather 0 points, but 3 minutes on the floor in the first half has affected UP as well. But you can see that somehow UP has made this a 6-point game. Francis Nyoruka, who started the game on the bench, is in there. So Coach Monteverde electing to go with a bigger lineup as the starting center Gani Stevens and also the backup center Francis Nyoruka on the floor. As you can see, Jerry Abajano on the bench, the captain, and actually the preseason cup MVP, has been a non-factor in this game. As we start the second half here. But the way it's trending, like I said, after Korea's 19-1 run, it's been UP 33 points and Korea 21 points. So we'll see what the second half has in store for us. Korea, Moon. The 3-point attempt, no good. The rebound, foul call on the rebound. UP, Raylan Torres is called for the foul, so he's reaching in for that rebound. Korea. This is Yoon attacking. Yoon, left hand, no good. Gani Stevens with the rebound, the kick ahead, the lay-in. And UP now to within 4 points. This was John Felisilda. Yoon Moon using the screen. Yoon Moon gets fouled. So UP with their second team foul of the quarter already. Felisilda's first personal. Here's Min Soo Yu, who's very effective inside in the first half. Dongjun Lee against Francis Nyoruka. The handoff. Now they force the switch. Moon with the 3-point attempt just in the nick of time. So another 3-pointer for Korea University. UP somehow needs to stop Korea from the perimeter. UP, Francis Nyoruka. The pull-up mid-range is no good. And Moon brings it up. Yoo-young Moon, defended by Francis Nyoruka. Gets it to the corner. Ki Chan-yoon driving baseline, kicking it out. Rather, it was Ki Chan-yoon with the 3-point attempt there, pardon me. It was Dongjun Lee with the baseline drive. And the pull-up J here from UP, no good. Rebound by Yang. Jeon Young Yang, the freshman point guard, being asked to set a screen for Dongjun Lee. Yang from the wing, the 3, it's good again. Yoo-young Moon, 14 points on the evening. So here's Felisilda. Gives it to Raylan Torres, who's guarded by Yang, using the Gani Stevens screen. Forces the switch, the drive, over top, no good. But Gani Stevens tries to clean it up, but can't get the job done. So it's Korea ball. Yoo-young Moon. Korea has been lights out from the perimeter again. From 3, the wing 3. This one does not go in. Francis Nyoruka with the rebound. Oh, and loose ball almost losing the handle was UP, but Nyoruka, the straight line drive, and gets the foul. So UP willing to stick around despite the sharp shooting from Korea. So Francis Nyoruka with the free throw attempt. He's 1 for 2 from the line today. This is the free throw. So it's still an 8-point lead for Korea University. Moon, who's shot and made 2 threes so far, and there's a foul on the floor. So Janjan Philasilda is called for the foul. That's UP's 3rd team foul. So Ray Remogat checks in place of Janjan Philasilda. Remogat, the starting point guard. Korea thinks about it, drive, kicks it out. 3-point attempt, and this one is good. Jun Young Yang. So this is the 10th made 3 by Korea in the game. Francis Nyoruka, kick out. The 3-pointer. Raylan Torres with the 3-pointer. So I know that, for the UP faithful, it's been a tough going here, but again, they're hanging around. And momentum, the trend has been for UP ever since the first quarter. But Korea, on the attempt, Dunjun Lee is fouled. Francis Nyoruka called for the foul, and that's going to send Dunjun Lee to the line for 3 shots. Korea in the 3rd quarter has a 9-4 lead. And they are 10 of 18 from 3. So Dunjun Lee has 3 attempts at the line. Lee with 11 points on the evening. Makes the free throw. Korea University were runners-up in last year's WUBS, competing in their 3rd straight WUBS. This is the 2nd one. But if he makes the next one, Korea has yet again a double-digit lead. He misses this one. So Ray Mogat bringing the ball up. Moon defending. Philasilda over to Fortea. So UP with a 3-guard lineup. The layup attempt is no good. It's denied, and Korea going the other way. They're gonna call the play dead. There's a foul call. So on the fast break, as you can see, Fortea with a foul there. Foul suck. And this actually is UP's 5th team foul already. And that's going to send Junhee Sok to the line. And this is Junhee Seok's first point of the game. So a lot of Korea University fans on hand as well. Korea now with a double-digit lead. And after the made free throw, substitutions for Korea, Park checks in, and for UP, number 8, Baila checks in. UP having trouble getting the ball up to the front court, and they're going to call an 8-second violation. Trying to do a handoff with Ghani Stevens way deep in their back end, and that really slowed things down right here. But it has been the swarmy, sticky defense of Korea University all night. Korea with 8 steals already today. 5:40 left in the third. Oh, and a quick bucket attempt, but he misses it. But then there's a foul. The foul is on Min Soo Yu on the loose ball off the rebound. And so UP may be catching a break there. Junhyun Daniel Kim checks in for Korea. So here's UP facing another double-digit deficit. Terrence Fortea, shake and bake. Terrence Fortea inside to Ghani Stevens, and he gets it in. So again, they're kind of towing the line of going back and forth with this double-digit deficit, but they're still unable to stop Korea's sharpshooting. Inside, nice pass, but kicking it out. Park, here's Dongjun Lee. Dongjun Lee kicking it out. Young, the three-pointer, no good. Francis Nyoruka with the rebound, and he kicks it ahead. Terrence Fortea with a nice footwork move there, but can't get it in. Korea. So UP unable to capitalize on a couple of those opportunities. Junhee Seok loses the handle, and a foul is called. So Junhee Seok is called for the foul. Number 13, Mark Belmonte checks in for UP. And here's Jerry Abajano, the captain, finally coming in. He left in the first quarter after getting his second foul, and he hadn't come back since. Sean Alter also checking in. So Abajano, can he be the guy to energize UP in the second half? Here's Baila. Baila, no good. And Korea, in the fast break, Park fakes it. After the fake pass, he gets it to go and draws the foul. So Jongwon Park. Sean Alter is called for the foul. Park makes the free throw, and it is now a 12-point lead for Korea. Oh, and picked off. Korea. Moving the ball, the corner 3, no good. Gets the ball back again. The skip pass. Junghyun Daniel Kim made a 3 earlier. Now the ball is out of bounds, and it's last touched by UP. So good job by Kim, and it's Korea ball.
Substitution. UP number 10, Terrence Fortea.
Terrence Fortea checking in for UP. Young to Park, using the screen. Park pulls up. Park, the 3 is short. The rebound by Vila, and he swarmed. Oh, he gives the ball up. And Dongjun Lee on the doorstep gets the layup. And Korea widens their lead to 14 points. Vila, dribble, handoff. Fortea. Here's Fortea driving. Fortea can't get it in, but then Sean Alter is there to clean it up. So a 12-point game so far. Jun Hee-sok, Dongjun Lee, back to Dongjun Lee, and here's Park. Defended by Raylan Torres. Park driving. The layup is no good. Oh, but Korea gets it back as we have a shot clock violation here. So an empty possession for Korea. Sean Alter. Alter, handoff. Fortea. Fortea driving, kicking it out. Here's Abajano. Abajano loses the handle, and it's Korea ball. So another UP turnover. Here's Junyoung Yang. Gets tangled up, and they're going to call a foul.
Foul UP number 13, Mark Belmonte.
Mark Belmonte is called for the foul.
Substitution, Korea University, number 24.
Korea, number 24, Yoo-yeon Moon is checking back in. He has shot 4 for 5 from three-point line today for 14 points. And at the line is Yang, the standout freshman point guard. It was a 6-point game at the half, but Korea pulling away again. Now a 13-point lead. And he makes the second free throw. So Korea now a 14-point lead. And Gun-hee Lee checks in. He's the 4th-year player, the senior. UP taking a little time in the backcourt again. Here's Jerry Abajano. The captain to Alter. Trying to get it inside. Alter. A lot of pressure from Korea, and they gave up the ball again. So Korea. Moon slowing it down. Moon guarded by Baila. Gung-hee Lee. Now Park. Circles around. Here's Dongjun Lee from the corner now. The corner 3, no good. UP ball. Backcourt pressure. Oh, and stolen by Korea. So very aggressive defense by Korea. UP is unable to handle the pressure. Yoo-yeon Moon using the screen, forcing the switch. Moon driving. On a bounce pass. No good. Daniel Kim couldn't get it done, but they get the ball back. So Korea University. This time Moon couldn't get it to go, and there was a foul called going the other way.
Foul, Korea University, number 6. First personal foul, lead 4. Substitution, UP, number 5, Gani Stevens.
So for UP, Gani Stevens checks in, and Chico Briones checks in. Here's Belmonte, guarded by Gung-hee Lee. Belmonte under duress. Shot is no good, but cleaning it up is Jacob Baila. They're going after the loose ball. Pass to the outside, off, stepped out of bounds. So Briones, who's the guy who stepped out of bounds there. UP really having a hard time with Korea's pressure and also swarming defense. Korea University under a minute left in the third quarter with a 14-point lead, but a steal here. And the step through. Briones can't finish. Meanwhile, Korea gets the ball back. Korea, 15 seconds left. Here's Park. Reaching in here is UP, so a foul call, and again, that will send Baila with the foul, and that will send Park to the line. Park misses the first attempt. Korea University. Leading 19-11 in this third quarter. So right when UP was trying to grab the momentum back, Korea University padding their lead here in the third quarter. A 15-point game right now. UP trying to take advantage of this final possession here. Baila looking for someone. He heaves it. Fortea's three is good. So Fortea with a desperation heave and a big three. That could make a difference later down the road. Let's take a look at this again. The third quarter buzzer beating three-pointer by Terrence Fortea. This was the only shot he had. So it's a 12-point lead for Korea at the end of the third quarter. So Terrence Fortea with a buzzer-beating three made the game a 15-point game to a 12-point game. We'll take a look at the third quarter highlights. But it was Korea again with their sharpshooting. Moon with a couple threes. It was a 6-point game at halftime. But then Korea starting to heat up and pulling away in the third quarter again. It was Young again. And then a pass fake and a layup by Park, who drew the foul on the play, a three-point play. And it was a lot of Korea defense. This steal and layup by Yoon. And of course, we showed you the replay of Terrence Fortea with the desperation three. Might have been kind of one of the only positives for UP in that third quarter. If you look at the quarter, Korea led 20-14, so they've extended their lead to 12 points. And a foul called on the floor. Gung-hee Lee. So far again, you know, recapping the game, Korea started off on a 19-1 run. UP started to fight back and finished the first quarter, Korea with a 10-point lead. It was a 6-point lead for Korea at halftime, and now it's a 12-point game. So momentum shifting back to Korea again. And UP comes up empty on that possession, and a player is down. The officials are not going to call it. They're not going to stop play here. It's a 5-on-4 situation, and UP going the other way. The player who went down on earlier play is still down on the floor. Gani Stevens gets the layup, but that's Terrence Fortea who is down. So the officials didn't stop the play during Korea's offense. It was a 5-on-4. UP stopped Korea University anyhow. And Gani Stevens just gets the layup, so it's a 10-point game, but as you can see, Jerry Abajano looking on. Terrence Fortea, this is the play. Not sure, it looks like he got swatted down sort of in the lower abdominal area. He's holding his groin area. We hope he's okay. Or is it his hand? He might actually be holding his wrist. It's his left wrist. So Raylan Torres checks in. Terrence Fortea has been instrumental for UP as the leading scorer today. Here's Korea. Trying to add to their lead. Swinging it. Bung-hee Lee. A lot of contact on the shot, but there's no call. And here's Raylan Torres bringing it back up. Trying to tell Gani Stevens, trying to ask for a clear out. Torres drives, and it's no good. Gani Stevens cleans it up. So it's an 8-point lead for Korea. You can hear the defense call from the stands again, but Korea with very good ball movement. Junhee Sok with the three-point attempt, it's short. Gani Stevens gets the rebound. And here's Raylan Torres with a head of steam. The three-point attempt in and out. Korea getting the rebound and trying to slow things down. Here's Junhee Park. Park driving, no, stripped. Raylan Torres dives for it. Oh, and here is a reach and foul by Korea. So, very physical. Gung-hee Lee fouls Miguel Iniguez. Gung-hee Lee's second foul of the game. And it's Korea's second team foul of the quarter. Min Soo-yu, who checked out earlier because of foul trouble with 4 fouls, is back in. So Min Soo-yu, who's been a big factor inside for Korea University. No more fouls to give. He checks back in. Raylan Torres. Torres pulls up for the 3. Too strong. Korea with the rebound. Korea. Moon directing traffic. The drive, a lane wide open for Junyoung Yang. A lane just opened up for Korea University, and so it's yet again a double-digit lead. Here's Raylan Torres. The game has been pretty even after the second quarter, but it's been really a tough hole to get out of for UP Fighting Maroons, seeing that they were down 19-1 to open the game. They're kind of hovering around this double-digit deficit. Here's Gani Stevens with a strong move inside. Left hand, no good. Korea rebound. Korea University. Yang brings it back up. Yang playing the point. Trying to use a Min Soo-yu screen. The baseline drive. Dunjun Lee is fouled. Gani Stevens is called for the foul as Dunjun Lee blows by him. So UP, Terrence Fortea, who's down momentarily just a while ago, is back after being tended to. He's the leading scorer for UP with 14 points. Dungeon Lee misses the free throw. Dungeon Lee 1 for 4 from the line so far today. For Korea University, actually, it's been very difficult from the line as they are 12 of 21 today from the line. Here's Baila inside to Gani Stevens to the outside, the three-point attempt. So Miguel Iniguez, the stretch big, couldn't capitalize on that shot, but UP gets the ball back. Inside quick pass, kick out, the three-point attempt, no good. And the putback by Miguel Iniguez. So again, it's a single-digit deficit for UP. Korea University. Moon swinging it. Bringing it back out. Here's Junhee Sok. Junhee Sok stops and attempts the layup, but it's no good, and it's UP ball. The drive. Terrence Fortea, who is back after being tended to, using the Gani Stevens screen. Gani Stevens with the move inside, and he gets the second chance opportunity and capitalizes. So it's a 6-point game, and Korea University calls timeout. So Gani Stevens with 13 points on the night. So again, UP fighting back. But that kind of seems to be the theme for UP, and this has been true in both the UAAP Season 87 finals last year. In the finals against DLSU, De La Salle University, they were facing a deficit all game and only came back at the very end. And the same goes true for the semifinal game in the preseason cup when they defeated De La Salle University. They went on to win, and they played National University, won the whole thing, but they defeated DLSU after being down for quite a bit of the game in that semifinal game in the preseason cup. And so this bunch is used to adversity. We'll see if they can overcome this, what is now a 6-point deficit. Meanwhile, Korea University, can they keep up their hot three-point shooting? They are 10 of 25 from the three-point line today. So they've attempted a lot of threes and made a lot. Actually, the updated stats tell me that it's 10 of 26, so it's 38%. So not as efficient as it was in the first half, but nevertheless, 26 attempts. So they are getting the paint touches, getting the kickouts, getting the three-point attempts. The same cannot be said for UP, but they have been able to get into the paint a little better in the last few minutes. So here's Moon. Moon to Young. Young, the three-point attempt, short. Gets his own rebound. Moon with the three-pointer. Too strong. And he gets his own rebound. Moon passes it out. Here's Yun driving. Yun couldn't get it to go, but draws the foul. Gani Stevens is called for the foul. And for UP, it's its second team foul of the quarter. Gani Stevens' is fourth foul, and he's staying in here. Goldie Monteverde, the head coach of UP, trying to implore his guys to draw on the experience from last year's finals and this year's preseason cup. Yun makes the second free throw. And so Terrence Fortea brings the ball up. UP down 7. Calling a play. Mark Belmonte blocked. Gets his own rebound. Gets to the hole. Can't get it in. Second and third chance opportunities. And another shot does not go in. So UP is unable to capitalize on 3 offensive rebounds as Korea brings it back up. Moon in the half court. Daniel Kim with the screen. Yoo-Young Moon with a 3-point attempt is no good. So Korea has missed on a bunch of 3-point attempts recently. The loose ball picked up by UP. Smothered by Korea University there. I think Moon reached in. Moon is called for the foul against Chico Briones. And Francis Nyoruka checks in. It's been a very physical game. Nyoruka and also number 10, Terrence Fortea, have had to sit momentarily. They were banged up in the game. Here's Fortea using the Nyoruka screen. The deep 3 attempt, no good. Nyoruka gets the rebound. The loose ball. Korea, no. UP gets it. And it is a jump ball situation. So 4:01 left in the fourth quarter. UP, of course, still has a chance. After the third quarter, it was a 12-point lead for Korea. But UP leading 8-3 in this fourth quarter. Raylan Torres checks in for UP. And the throw-in from Korea University. Moon brings it up. Facing pressure from UP. Terrence Fortea, Raylan Torres right up in Moon's face here. Daniel Kim over to Dungeon Lee against Francis Nyoruka. Dungeon Lee, they're running out of time. And it is UP ball. Oh, and a kick-ahead pass saved by Raylan Torres. Poked away, but on the doorstep is Chico Briones. So it's a 5-point game with 3:15 left. Here's Yoo-Yeon Moon, shake and bake. Yoo-Yeon Moon with a beautiful layup. And he is down. So Yoo-Yeon Moon with 16 points, but he is clutching his neck. The layup made it a 7-point game. Here's Coach Hee asking the officials for possibly an upgrade on the foul or a call. Yeah, you can see that Nyoruka, I think, throws an elbow. Moon seems to be okay, but this game becoming very physical. In fact, it's been very physical in all the games today here at the WUBS. But there was no call. So Terrence Fortea brings the ball up. It's a 7-point lead for Korea University. Briones back to Fortea. Fortea to Nyoruka. Kick out. The 3-point attempt, it is good. Chico Briones knocks it down, and now it's a 4-point game. And out of bounds play, last touch by UP. Nyoruka asking for a review. I don't think they can do that in this tournament. But a little maybe scuffling there on the floor as the refs gather the players here. In fact, in the early game today, in the DLSU NCCU game, an NCCU player was ejected for being charged with 2 tech fouls. Here's Moon, the full court press. Oh, and that is a foul, actually, a reach-in foul by Francis Nyoruka. That's his 3rd foul, and the team's 3rd foul. So what was a lopsided score early in the game has now become a 4-point game. Perhaps this will go down to the wire as well, much like the NSSU Sydney game and the early game today, the DLSU NCCU game. Korea University facing pressure, but they get out of it. The kick ahead pass, the layup, it's no good. Nyoruka gets the rebound. Fortea bringing it up. Fortea slowing it down. Inside to Nyoruka, playing the 2-man game. Briones runs into a wall there, almost turns it over. Asking for a clear out. Raylan Torres pulls up. Raylan Torres, no good, but Nyoruka gets the ball and there's a foul call. So Francis Nyoruka getting after that offensive rebound. Raylan Torres' jump shot misses. But as Nyoruka was in a shooting motion, I guess they say, after grabbing the rebound, they're going to call the foul on Moon, and it's a shooting foul. But it looks like Nyoruka might be clutching his hand a little bit. And UP calls a timeout here, so with 2 minutes left, and UP Fighting Maroons to within 4 points, they call a timeout. So we're going to take a look at who has been big, coming up big here. It's none other than number 77, Chico Briones, first with the layup. 5 points, 2 steals, 3 rebounds, but all have come in critical moments, and here with the 3-pointer. So just 5 points, but they've all come in this 4th quarter. This UP team, which has lost notable players like Francis Lopez, who joined FE Nagoya of the B1 League, and also another player from last season, JD Kagulangan, who was the MVP of the last year's finals, as well as the forward Quentin Milora Brown. And so the young guns trying to get the job done here against Korea University. Korea University, this team from last year's WUBS, quite intact. In fact, the only notable player missing is Taeyeon Kim, the forward, and Jun Young, the center, and Nyoruka misses the free throw. So this is a critical miss for UP, but he makes this free throw and it will become a 1-possession game. This is as narrow as the lead has been for Korea University, so Nyoruka makes the free throw. It is now a 3-point game, a 1-possession game. Korea University, a lot of pressure from UP. Moon almost gives up the ball. No, they're gonna say that he was out of bounds. So it's UP ball. The very sticky defense, first by Raylan Torres and then after the double team by Mark Belmonte, forced Moon out of bounds. So you can hear the crowd chanting for UP. Fortea trying to use the screen. Inside to Nyoruka. Nyoruka kicking it out. Briones nails the 3-pointer. We have a tie game here, folks. 4th quarter, minute 30 left. It's a tie game. Briones with his second three of the fourth quarter. The crowd chanting UP fight. And a good move here by Korea University. Min-Soo Yu in the paint to get the lead back. So boy, folks, this has been what a game it's been, considering the lopsided score we had. Oh, and UP gives up the ball, costly turnover. So a timeout is called by Korea University. After they take the 2-point lead, they want to just gather themselves. Let's take a look at that three-pointer by Chico Briones here. Nyoruka inside, kicking it out. A good find there. Corner three by Chico Briones Jr. His second three of the quarter. All of his points have come in this fourth quarter, but a clutch shot by Chico Briones. So who would have thought that, especially in that first quarter, we had a 19-1 Korea University lead, and it since has been a rather low-scoring game, but University of the Philippines Fighting Maroons fighting back, just like the crowd has been imploring them. UP fight. There's been a lot of defense calls and UP fight calls here at Yoyogi number 2, but Korea retaking the 2-point lead, and they are trying to run away with it. The 4th annual WUBS, the World University Basketball Series, day 1. What a day it's been. And game 4, every single game has been very entertaining, but this one not to be outdone. Full court pressure, Francis Nyoruka. Oh, and they get the steal and the foul. So UP gets the steal. And let's take a look at this. They didn't call that initial contact, but then after this, Dongjun Lee gives up the ball and then fouls the UP player. And because Team Korea, Korea University rather, is over the limit, here's Raylan Torres who goes to the line. And he misses the free throw. He did have a chance to make 2 and tie the game up again. Raylan Torres. This is the first time that he's at the charity stripe today. Missed the first one. He makes the second one. So it's a 1-point game. 51.3 seconds left. Full court pressure and a foul. So UP did have a foul to give. Raylan Torres fouls the Korea University player. And so UP is also at the limit team fouls wise. So Korea University, UP's full court pressure has been working. Moon, a lot of pressure faced by Korea University in this quarter. The UP defense, can they hold up? Meanwhile, Korea wants to add to their lead. Young, catch, Moon the shot. Moon's three-pointer is good. Yoo-yeon Moon. Yoo-yeon Moon with his 5th three-pointer of the night. And Korea, yet again, a 2-possession lead. And a timeout is called. Take a look at this. From way deep, from downtown, Yoo-yeon Moon with 19 points on the evening. Like I said, he did score 30 points in the final in last year's WUBS against De La Salle, so he is more than capable of scoring. And he came up big in this clutch moment. Little gesture a la Steph Curry. But I'm not sure that UP is ready to give up the fight. So 25.8 seconds left in the fourth quarter as both teams' game plan. UP, what do they have drawn up? Coach Goldie Monteverde. There's still plenty of time. UP down 2 possessions. And yeah, it's not a full house here at Yoyogi, but it is a loud house, I will tell you that. University of the Philippines in the fourth quarter momentarily tied it up, but Korea retook the lead. So it's really just mere moments that UP even tied the game up. They've never had a lead in the game, obviously, and Korea trying to nurse this 4-point lead to the finish line. UP advancing the ball after the timeout. The inbounds, no, they call a 5-second violation. So a 5-second violation, UP is unable to inbounds the ball. So that is a tough turn of events for UP and a obviously big play for Korea University. So now Korea University, Moon facing pressure, gets fouled. So obviously UP trying to stop the clock. Raylan Torres with the foul. And Moon will go to the line. Moon 2 for 2 from the line today. There's still time left for the University of Philippines, but it is a 2-possession game. Yoo-yeon Moon, who's been 5 of 8 from beyond the arc today. 19 points, and for a point guard, a very remarkable 7 rebounds, and he drains that free throw. So now a 5-point game. Yoo-yeon Moon. Yoo-yeon Moon, who is on the Korea national team for the Asia Cup preliminary games, the qualifications, makes both free throws, and it's a 6-point lead for Korea University. This next possession is going to be critical for UP. And they make it a 1-possession game. And Gani Stevens is checking in instead of Francis Nyoruka. And I think that there is some miscommunication there from Goldie Monteverde. Yeah, they did want both big men out there. So, yeah, coach did not want Nyoruka going off. So Nyoruka is back in. And yet, there is some confusion with the crew and the UP coaching staff. Okay, so they are allowing a substitution here. So Ray Ramogat, the starting point guard, is back in. Actually has only played 13 minutes today, but he is a clutch 3-point shooter. So that is, I think, what UP is looking for here. The inbounds. UP bringing the ball up. Ramogat swings it. Briones' 3 is short. Rebound Korea University. Oh, and a foul call. Little rough there on the contact. Obviously, after the shot didn't go in. UP needed to stop the clock. And so Raylan Torres gets called for the fifth personal foul, and he fouls out. And Jerry Abajano, the captain, who really has sparingly played this game, is back in. He's only played 6 minutes. Not quite sure why also Harold Alarcon, number 18, has not played today as well. So at the line is Korea University as Dungeon Lee. And makes the free throw. So that is likely going to do it for the game. Korea University now with a 7-point lead. 3-possession situation. Dungeon Lee, a standout today for Korea University with 15 points. This is the second one. And Korea University fouls UP. So Dungeon Lee gets called for his second personal. And of course, both teams over the limit. So UP goes to the line. But this game now a 7-point game with 8 seconds left. So a valiant effort by UP to come back in the fourth quarter. But a very tough situation now here, even if Briones makes both free throws. Briones with his 9th point. All of his points have come in the fourth quarter. And the UP bench looking a little bit stunned, of course. Korea University, also one of the favorites in this tournament. They were the runners-up. Korea University calls timeout in a 5-point game with 8 seconds left, so it is a 2-possession game. A hardly contested battle here, physical and very spirited. UP leading the quarter 18-10, but it might be a little bit too little too late. Gonna take a look at Korea University. This is with a 1-point lead, but this probably took it out of reach. Yu Young Moon, with his 5th three of the night, and that made it a 4-point game. And yes, that goodnight gesture, just like Steph Curry, but he has been lights out all night long. 19 points, 5 of 8 from the line, from the free throw, 3-point line. Korea as a whole has been, Korea University, 11 of 31 from the 3-point line, so 35%. Not bad numbers. But the fact that they've attempted 35 threes as opposed to UP, who have only attempted 20. So part of that is big difference here. Oh, the ball is stolen, kicking it ahead, and UP draws a foul. So Yoon Moon gets called for the foul, and of course, because Korea University is over the limit, both teams are. Here's Janjan Felasilda. You never know if he makes both free throws here. Oh, he did have an opportunity but missed the free throw. So it will remain to be a 2-possession game. He makes the second one. And so with 5.3 seconds left, Korea just wants to run out the clock, and a quick foul. 4.5 seconds left. So it might be a bit of a stretch for UP to try and come back with just 4.5 seconds left, even if Yoyoung Moon misses both free throw attempts. 2-possession game. Moon makes the free throw. Korea University looking like they will be advancing to tomorrow's semifinals. They would be facing NSSU, Nittaidai. Here's UP. Abajano loses the handle. And the game is over as the buzzer sounds. Abajano's last layup counts, but it's Korea with a 75-71 victory. A valiant effort by the Fighting Maroons in the fourth quarter to tie it up, but it really was Korea University's three-point shooting all night long, as in the end, it was number 24, Yoyoung Moon, who made what turned out to be the winning three-pointer. But of course, number 11, Dongjun Lee with a huge game as well, as he went 3 for 5 from the three-point line. So UP moves on to the consolation bracket, and Korea University moves on to the semifinals and will be playing NSSU, Nippon Sports Science University, tomorrow in the semifinal. 75-71 victory for Korea University. Of course, the biggest factor in the game, of course, it's the three-point shooting, but it was their 19-1 run to open the game. So Korea University, in what is their third consecutive WUBS appearance, is trying to be king of the hill. Last year they were the runners-up, lost to DLSU. In the final, maybe we can expect something like that to happen again this year. They are in separate brackets. So let's take a look at the highlights from the game. It really was all Korea University all day long, right from the get-go. Motored by that guy, number 11, Dongjun Lee. Dongjun Lee with a top-of-the-key three. And then Dongjun Lee again, using the screen. Korea University shot over 50% from three-point land in the first half. And then another three here by Dongjun Lee. All three of them came in the first half. But UP, there was no quit. Here's Francis Nyoruka off to Terrence Fortea steal, a no-look pass. Clawing their way back from what was a 19-1 run by Korea University. And also, Min Soo-yu came up big inside, in the paint. He finished with 13 points. It's 5 of 7 from the paint. And here's UP, Ray Ramogat with a three. But then again, Min Soo-yu, very crafty inside, draws the foul as well. But somehow UP made it a 6-point game, and in the third quarter, a layup by John Philisilda. But then in the second half, it was this guy, number 24, Yoyoung Moon, who heated up, totaling 5 threes on the night. 3 here. But then here's UP fighting back. Gani Stevens. A very physical battle inside all night long, and UP really struggled in the paint. Francis Nyoruka drawing the foul there. That was another difference. Korea scored 52% from the paint. Meanwhile, UP scored just 38%. That was a three-pointer. And then Nyoruka, the kick out, Raylan Torres with his own three-pointer. UP ended up finishing 7 of 20 from beyond the arc, and inside here's Gani Stevens. And then Korea, this is the bench player, Jungwon Park. I mean, look at this crafty move, faking the pass and then going in for the layup, drawing the foul. And it really was a double-digit lead for Korea throughout. A lot of steals. Korea ended up with 12 steals on the night, forcing 22 turnovers by UP. But this was to finish the third quarter. This was Terrence Fortea with the desperation three. That made it a 12-point game. But then this is when UP started to fight back in the fourth quarter, grabbing hold of the momentum. Korea still relentless with their scoring. Scoring in the paint was Yang, the rookie, the freshman, and then Gani Stevens the other way. So Gani Stevens showing the touch inside around the rim. And so UP started to play a lot of pressure defense on Korea University. And also this guy, Chico Briones, started to heat up. Chico Briones here on the kick out for Nyoruka. Makes the three-pointer, and that made it a 4-point game. And then later, this is the pressure. Raylan Torres and Mark Belmonte pressuring Moon out of bounds. An opportunity for UP here. Briones again with the three-pointer. So that tied the game up momentarily. However, Korea takes a 1-point lead, and this, Yoo-yeon Moon, this three ultimately was the deciding shot, making it a two-possession game. And Korea, after that, ran away with the 75-71 victory. So Korea University throughout with efficient three-point shooting. And let's take a look at this. So actually the three-point shooting numbers for Korea University ended up at 35.5%. So it wasn't quite the over 50% efficiency we saw in the first half, but still 31 attempts. So that made a big difference. And of course, turnovers. Korea University also did have their share of turnovers. UP had 10 turnovers in the first half, so that really hurt them. And again, inside as well. You look at the paint scoring. This was UP with just under 40% from two-point land, so that was also the difference. So Korea moves on to the semifinals. Korea University. So let's take a look at this series here. In the early game, Game 1, De La Salle defeated NCCU from Chinese Taipei, and the JUBF select team defeated Hong Kong University in Game 2. And in the afternoon, this was NSSU, Nippon Sports Science University, defeating Sydney University. And right now we saw Korea University defeat University of the Philippines. So these four teams move on to the semifinals tomorrow. Meanwhile, we'll look at the fifth place game bracket. That's the constellation bracket in Game 5. So tomorrow, the early game is going to be between NCCU and Hong Kong University. And then right after that, it'll be Sydney University versus the UP Fighting Maroons. But the Fighting Maroons, they gave it a go. Ultimately, tomorrow, the semifinals, it'll be De La Salle versus NCCU. Let's take a look at these scores one more time here. De La Salle. So this actually was a nail-biter as well. The second game was a bit of a blowout. The third game really came down to Sydney having a chance to take the lead with one last shot, but NSSU was able to fend them. So here were the scores from the four games. What a wonderful game, wonderful games, a great day one here. Let's take a look at the schedule for tomorrow. 11 a.m. game, NCCU versus Hong Kong University. Game 2. This is again also the constellation bracket, Sydney University versus UP, who just were defeated. And also in the semifinals, it's going to be De La Salle University defending their title in the WUBS versus the JUBF select team, and also NSSU, who are trying to give it a go. Last year, they finished 5th. They are now in the semifinal bracket to face Korea University. We'll see whether Korea University and De La Salle is going to face each other in the final. But of course, NSSU, Nittaidai, will have something to say about that. They have an opportunity to move on to the final. So, a great day of basketball, WUBS Day 1 in the books. We hope you all had a great time, and we will see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.